Hi, I'm Bob. He's Jan, and that's Dave. And together we're restoring an A-26 Invader bomber with the help of some amazing volunteers. So come along and join us on this amazing journey. So in last week's video, I showed how I was tightening the bolts for the clamps on all the exhaust parts. Unfortunately, in the erection manual for these aircraft, as far as that nut washer and bolt go, the erection manual says to just put it in there, tighten it up, and go on about your business. I'm paraphrasing, but that's essentially what it says. So the next thing is to go to the torque values for standard AN hardware. And in this particular case, it calls out 50 to 70 inch-pounds, which equates to less than 6 foot-pounds of torque. So our goal here is to have the exhaust parts so that they're tight enough that they don't move, but not so tight that they get too tight that they start breaking things. And so what I did was I took a couple of wrenches and I tightened up the nuts and washers and bolts to the point where they were snug, and then the exhaust pipe doesn't move. And then I went to the next place where the slot was for the cotter pin hole and put the cotter pin in. Now, before this thing ever flies, we're going to recheck. After the engines run, we're going to check these several times to make sure that nothing is moving around and that nothing can fall off. I just want to assure everybody that this is the best way for us to have tightened these bolts. Okay, so it's Monday. Up here on the top of the fuselage working for Jan, and something that we've hated since the day the airplane rolled in was this big gaping hole. And I'm going to turn this around. So Jan is over here filling this in, and I talked about this a couple of episodes ago, but we're getting it ready. Move over to the right there, Jan, for just a minute. Move over for just a second so I can show the ADF ball. So when we get this riveted, Jan and I are riveting this panel down, that ADF loop will be installed right there. Thanks, Jan, for doing this, because we all hate that hole that was under there.
Well, I'm glad it's almost done, because it's been a tiring event to get this thing done where it's at.
Because you had to shape metal and everything.
I had to shape all of this and clean it all out, clean out the bottom skins here, and
so we're well on our way. So we'll get the rest of the rivet shot on this, and I'll bring you back. Okay, so it's the end of the day, Wednesday, time for me to get going. Basically, let me turn this around. Been just mostly cleaning up. When Jan and I were in here riveting up on the roof up there, there's still some loose spray on insulation that they did at Onmark. And while I was in here riveting and Jan was on the roof, I was bucking, and he was riveting, I was bucking, and all that crap was falling down. Well, I got all of that dregs all cleaned up out of here, and still got more cleaning to do, but that part's done. And what that looks like on the outside, let me climb this ladder, the ADF ball, the football. Now it's sitting there. We still gotta put the fasteners down to make that part of the airplane, and then we've got to pro seal all of that in and clean all that up. Then we've got to get a couple of VHF antennas to fill those two holes. Whoop, wrong way. There we go. Anyway, a hole there and a hole here. Still have adjustments to do on the cowl flaps. They look really cool opening and closing. And otherwise, getting really close to being able to put the nose on this beast. Hopefully within the next month or so, we'll see. One more thing to take off the list. I've got a, let me get down off this ladder. So I've got a new, I've redone the whiteboard with all the jobs we still have to do, and I'm adding to it basically daily when we think of the things that we've got to do. So we try not to forget anything. So, well, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and hopefully you'll share it out and subscribe to my channel and see what happens on the next thrilling adventure of restoring a World War II bomber. Thanks for watching.